Hi, this is Robot here from scooterwest.com. Want to show you the latest generation front running light turn signal kit that we have. It's all LED with the latest in technology of LEDs. Works on any of the GTs, GT 200, 250, the 300, the GTVs, any of the large frame modern Vespas that have a single bulb. Some of the early European models had a dual bulb, and you'll need to change out the lenses in order to use this kit on those scooters. We have the regular turn signal operating right here. Our new kit uses a new type of bulb here. I'll show you. Much brighter than the stock ones, kind of the super yellow, and the running light is a 6,000 Kelvin super bright white look to it. So turn off the turn signals, they both go to running light. New kit includes a board that completely isolates the original wiring and turn signals from the LEDs. You could change out these bulbs with other types and it will work just fine. Real simple to install. Two basic tools are needed basically. Wire cutters to cut the zip ties, a Phillips screwdriver to remove the screws here, and on some models you'll need a T25 Torx driver to remove the Torx fastener for this horn cover and this right hand cover that covers up some of the wiring you need to gain access to. First step is to remove the horn cover. Pretty simple to do so. This has got our wings on here, but on the side of this badge, you want it from your left hand side, you want to wedge a small flat blade screwdriver and pop this little tab out, and you'll find a single screw in here. One small screw, either a Phillips or a T25 will remove the screw based on the year of the scooter. And have your handlebars turned to the far left or far right, and you'll be able to lift up on this. On the GTS models, they're going to have a little built-in light in here. You'll need to disconnect the connector or pull the bulb out of the grill. Turn signals are pretty simple to remove. I've already removed the right-hand side. Left-hand side here, just have one single silver screw here. Remove the screw and pull the turn signal housing out, and you'll find the original connection and the boot. Basically pull the boot away, twist the turn signal, and with your nail you could depress the little tab to remove the connector. Just a single little tab that you need to push in that little window right there to disconnect this connection here. Remove the single screw on this left hand cover. I've already unscrewed it, and the cover folds back like this, and you'll be able to remove the cover and screw. You'll find the alarm interface connection. It's usually attached to a small clip under here. You could see we have quite a few other accessories on the scooter, such as the air horn, and there's the connection for the HID headlight. And this connection is secured right on top of this upper glove box cover, and you just need to pull that away right there. You take the white connection block from the front running light turn signal harness and plug it into this alarm connection. It only goes in one way. The other way it's not keyed to go in, but it will go in one way, and you just press it until it clicks. And on the version that has the built-in splitter, you'll be able to connect this black harness to whatever other accessories you have. If you have another accessory, you'll be able to plug the accessory that originally plugged into the alarm connection into that connector. I'm not going to go ahead and disconnect or connect that this time. With that plugged in and the two front turn signals removed, you can test the operation of it before you install these. You can see the one with the longer wires marked R for right hand side, and the left hand side is a shorter one because it goes right to the left hand side, right in front of this knee pad here. So we'll go ahead and turn the ignition on, and you see the two super bright white running lights are on, and then you could test the functionality of the turn signal. So I turned it to the left, you see the left one's functioning, and the running light is off this time. And once you turn it back on, the running light will come back on, and same way with the right. And you'll hear a small amount of clicking coming from the relays that are built into this isolation board here. That's normal. And extended operation, it will get slightly warm, and that's normal too. So we'll go ahead and shut it off, and we'll go ahead and route the two lights to the appropriate front turn signal sockets. Turn the ignition back off. And the right hand side, we'll go ahead and route that. It's a little difficult with this horn installed, but basically push it through the front. Take care not to damage the bulb, but we'll push it from the rear to the front. And with the air horn installed, I'm gonna have to move the air horn ever so slightly to get this by. You can see I have the regular silver colored disc horn is removed on this model, or on this scooter, since we have the air horn installed. I've routed both the left and the right hand wiring and turn signal connections to the front here. And next we'll take the left, and it's pretty clear path right from here all the way. You can see my fingers popping out right there. And you basically can route that right to where this opening is right here and pull the excess slack. If you have other accessories installed, you may need to relocate the board so you can gain a little bit of slack. And the right hand side is a little more difficult. You have a radiator hose located right here. You may need to push that hose back in order to get this turn signal pushed all the way to the front. Make sure it's routed in front of this small radiator hose that's located right above this little black bracket. So we'll go ahead and do that and have that one popping out on the right hand side. And you pull the turn signal right through the front, and you'll have a little bit of slack there. So that's about the right amount of slack. Again, you want to do it in front of this hose here and pop it out on the right hand side. And both of these will not be used anymore. So on both sides, best thing to do is use one of the included zip ties on each side, and you'll find a radiator hose on the top of the radiator, and you can zip tie this to it to keep it out of the way. And it's no longer used, as I said. And this side, if you like, you can route it back towards the front. There's enough slack, and zip tie it to this hose right down here. And if you like, you can remove the boots. They'll pull right off the connector without damaging the connector. Zip tie that. Take your wire cutters and do the same with your right hand socket here. With the turn signal socket, you want to depress the two tabs and go ahead and pass it into the bulb socket, and go ahead and release the tabs and make sure that the whole bulb is locked in place. If you need a little bit more slack, you may need to adjust the routing of your wiring, and then you'll be able to pop this back into place and replace the single screw. Take care not to over tighten this screw because it will crack the lens. And we'll install the right hand side and test it out and show you how it works. All right, we got both lenses reinstalled with the single screws. One thing to keep in mind, we have the air horn kind of occupying this left cavity right here, so it's a little more difficult to route the wiring. The red covered board, we actually have it pressed in front of the air horn, so it's about located right here. Everything's pretty tight, and it doesn't bind with any of the steering because all the wiring's been routed in front of any of the steering cables that are kind of more towards the left-hand side and the rear of the scooter here. We can go ahead and check it out. Turn the ignition on and turn it on. Both sides are working great. And we'll go ahead and button up the rest of the bodywork. Pop this back in. See the two clips here, or 4 of them total here. Basically have the steering to the far left or right, and then drop it down, replace the single screw. Go ahead and snap the badge in. This little tab goes in first, and you press it in till it snaps. This cover, pop it back in, replace the single screw. And that's about it to install this in a GTS, GTV, any of these large frame scooters. And keep in mind, if you have a European model, GTS 125 GT 200, that's an early one. It will have 2 separate bulbs in here. You'll need to replace it with the single bulb lenses for this kit to function correctly.